Please, please, for the love of God, let this thumbnail be wrong. Shoe on head, you're awesome. The insane world of child dating apps. I want it to be clickbait. As a new dad, I want this to be a clickbait title. But I know Shoe on head, her stuff is not clickbaity at all. If anything, she even dumbs down how crazy her topics of coverage are. Check her out. She's awesome. All right, let's get in. I'm going to regret this.
Ho, ho, ho. It is I, a jolly elf from the North Pole, here to do Santa's bidding. Let's see if you are on the nice or naughty list this year, huh? Oh, that is a interesting internet history. Naughty list. Hell even. But don't you worry, Santa has a special gift for you. Ah, yes, here it is. Merry Christmas. Man-made horrors beyond your comprehension.
I have not heard of this app until I saw the thumbnail and read a couple of the comments. Please don't be what I think it is. I will not look dating apps for kids. Oh my God.
Now I know what you are probably thinking. A dating app for children? There's got to be more to that, right? That can't be it. We're not at that level yet, right?
It's been compared to Tinder, but for young teens. Wizz is an app where users as young as 12 years old can swipe and meet new friends randomly, and it can be a minefield.
There's a lot of like weird people on there. They like to ask for nudes.
The Canadian Centre for Child Protection says it has received...
The Canadian Centre for Child Protection. Can you even ask, like, can't you get flagged like immediately if you're asking for nudes on a kids app? Please?
More than 180 reports about Wizz in the last year and a half.
So I did a little research and found that Wizz is actually a lot worse than people think it is.
Oh, no.
And it's also not the first or the last of its kind. In fact, there are shockingly many dating apps for kids out there, or friendship apps, as they like to call themselves.
I am not defending this shit, but I did think, I move a lot, and I did think, man, it'd be nice if I could have an app that just helps me find a platonic friend. Like, I'm looking for a dude that plays the same games as me, that likes D&D, that likes the same exercise, that likes to go for bike rides. This was before I had a kid. I couldn't find one, so I made one. And I just had to wait for him to grow up. But I mean, anybody who's moved around a lot, or I think most people in their 30s, 40s have probably realized that like most of their friends are gone, lost to the wind. They've moved all over the world. I grew up as a base brat, a military kid. So, you know, there were periods of life where I've moved every 3 years. I've probably moved about 30 plus times in my life. I hate moving. And when you do that, unless you're extremely outgoing, it's not easy to find new friends. So a friendship app would work. But of course, I've never installed one. And the reason why is because, of course, I thought it's probably just going to be used for hookup culture, because that's what all these apps are for. Design them for kids? Please tell me that this company at least had good intentions.
So in this video, we are going to talk about the rising disturbing trend of these friendship apps. And then we're going to actually look at what is happening inside these friendship apps. I actually posted about this on Twitter the other day and people were like bamboozled.
Tinder for what? I'm sorry, what? The boy was an adult male who sexually assaulted her. Oh no.
That this was actually a real thing.
I follow Shu, and she's so funny. Like, sometimes she'll just comment on something.
What is this called? People that use, like, okay, I know they got big boobs. People that use anime avatars for their streaming is actually a specific type of streaming. Hey, I do have a face for radio. Maybe I could be an anime girl.
And it just blows my mind. Like, how did you find this?
I don't find it. It finds me. There is so much insanity happening on the news every single day. I try.
Always dresses a little conservative and classy. I like this chick. I like it because I'm just here to hear her opinions, and she's funny, and she's not cashing in on her looks. Not that she's not attractive. I'm sure she is. Check her out, man. So far, I think I've watched about 10 or 15 of her videos, and so far it's one of my favorite female content creators in the US.
Try to bring you guys the craziest stories, but honestly, it gets hard to keep up. Thankfully, I have an app for that. So before we get into this deep
Ground
dive,
news.
let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor. You all know it, you all love it, Ground News.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch her. She puts a lot of effort into it. I'm gonna watch her ad all the way through. I've always thought about Ground News. I'm not one to pay extra for subs, but I like the idea that it tracks the viewpoint of the article that you're reading. I have a very right-leaning wife, and I'm very eccentric, so we have very interesting discussions about liberalism in Canada. And it's funny because I grew up, you know, if you're in your 40s and you grew up in Canada, you're probably pretty liberal, at least until you have children and you realize that this country's going down the drain. But very interesting conversations. And I always wonder, because sometimes we'll have conversations about the same figure, like let's say Jordan Peterson. And before I started to have a bit of a centric viewpoint, the media that the algorithm would hit me with was very anti-Peterson. So lots of very negative things about him, calling him things and trying to point out his opinions, etc. And then her algorithm is the opposite, calling out his niceties, his well thought out arguments, who he's trying to help, and what he's written his books about and for, what his struggles in real life are, all the kinds of things that my algorithm wasn't showing me. And that's probably why we meet in the middle now. But if it wasn't for that, I don't think we'd have a very grounded discussion or grounded household when it comes to our opinions on these things. So I'm going to watch all the way through Grounded News. I don't know how effective it is. I'd love to hear about it.
Ground News is a website and an app.
I mean, I'd love to hear from someone who uses it, not necessarily someone who's getting paid to shill for it. No offense. You should do your ads in your videos. That's what you're supposed to do. How good it is, and if it opened up your mind at all.
That gives readers an easy and transparent way to read news from all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias that helps you understand the full story and makes sure you're getting both sides. One of my favorite features on the Ground News app is the blind spot feature, which shows you news stories that were covered by one side of the political spectrum but ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how Mike Pence is calling on RFK Jr. to step down. Oh no, the girls are fighting. 16 news sources covered this. 10 were right-wing, and only 1 was left-wing, which is weird because, like, why wouldn't you want to cover some juicy infighting, right? Well, because the liberal news outlets are too busy covering the results of Trump's MRI scan. He apparently, quote, has no idea what they analyzed. 42 news sources covered this, and only 4 were right-wing. Ground News also makes it really fun and easy to compare headlines to show how political bias can affect framing. For example, this left-wing outlet covered how Kamala Harris said Democrats are very much stuck in the past. And a right-wing outlet covered the exact same story with this headline, Kamala Harris got something right for a change. Honestly, true. I've been using Ground News for years because it is a great and easy way to stay informed, and it really helped me see how both sides can frame the same story so differently. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay.
I can't get too many subscriptions as a D&D player. I have a ton, or at least I used to have a ton, and I've cut it down to 1.5. One subscription, and the half is a paid. I subbed to boot.dev, and I've started to learn coding. It's actually been really fun. As a non-math oriented person, I was really worried that it would be difficult, but I'm finding that you use logic more than math so far. I will give a full review on that way later, because right now I'm only, I think, 5 days in. I've done coding every day, though. It's been cool.
Informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. It's only $5 a month, which is like basically the price of a coffee nowadays.
Oh, really?
And it is so worth it. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen, or use the link in the video description. So thank you, Ground News, for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad.
You see me? I didn't skip. No, I did not skip.
And now back to the video.
I got impulse.
Now, little known fact, Tinder was the original Tinder for kids. No, I'm not joking. Tinder used to have a 13 to 17 section. Kinder, if you will. Tinder eventually got rid of it in 2016, but the market for a Tinder for kids was apparently still there. So it wasn't long before people saw dollar signs and created their own friendship apps. There are many friendship apps on the App Store for minors, like Yubo, Hoop, Perp, Scoot, Badoo. What in the f***ing Dr. S. Seuss is this? The Skadoos were on their Badoo app, sending their whoos pictures of their kazoos. Listen, back in my day, we didn't have...
I guess I'm just old, man. I'm late 40s. So I was not aware of any of these. Oh my God, please have them all get shut down. I bet you they're all banned in Australia. Australia is usually pretty... I mean, I'm a gamer, so I'm not touting how amazing Australia is. I have friends in... Oh, my ears just popped. I have friends in Australia who can't play a lot of games just because a lot of games get banned out there, which I think is dumb. But when it comes to anything that might circulate CP, that shit needs to be locked down and destroyed. Buried forever. Along with the people that create it.
Tinder for kids, okay? We had wholesome gangs on Habbo Hotel and Club Penguin. Whatever happened to getting good old-fashioned groomed on Skype? The main friendship app currently making headlines right now is Wizz. Wizz, the Tinder for kids app, exposes kids to predators. Congress must act. Congress? Half of Congress is probably on this f***ing app. You expect me to believe the government currently protecting Jeffrey Epstein is going to do something about the Jeffrey Epstein app? New York City teens...
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a good... that's a point. Why would you wait for the government to step in? Just... I guess you can't do anything about it if it's not illegal, but it should be. It really should be. Oh my God. Ay.
Told the Post that Wizz, which is available to users 13 and older, is similar to a dating app in the way you swipe through profiles, and that some underage users are relying on it to arrange hookups with strangers, including adults.
Okay. But if it's for kids, there's gotta be like hardcore age restrictions. And also, if it's for kids, they gotta look through the content and make sure inappropriate stuff is not on there. If it's an actual friendship app, no one over the age of 13 or whatever it's supposed to be can be on it. I don't care how you do it. They just can't. And B, the content has to stay PG-13. Like, has to. I know kids grow up quicker these days. I remember when I was a teenager and people were starting to kiss and make out and have sex in their 14, 15. Waited till I was 18, by the way. Not to kiss. Jesus, I'm not that much of a prude. But I think nowadays it's happening so much faster. Probably because no one goes outside to play anymore.
It's like Tinder for kids, a 16-year-old high school senior from Manhattan told the Post. Like, literally, when you think of Tinder, that's what it is. Trying to hook up or, like, date. Many of the profile photos are thirst traps, with girls in sports bras and boys posting shirtless selfies. It's marketed as a wholesome...
There shouldn't be any shirtless 13-year-old boys and mostly shirtless 13-year-old girls on any friendship app. If it's marketed as wholesome, that's what it's got to be.
App when it's actually not a wholesome app. There have already been multiple arrests across the country of adult predators sexually assaulting teens they met on the app. In Washington, a 23-year-old man was charged with rape earlier this year after meeting up with a 12-year-old girl on Wizz. The victim told police he claimed to be 15. A 19-year-old Marine in Hawaii was charged with sexually assaulting an 11-year-old girl he met on the app. And a 27-year-old Chicago man is facing charges for sexually assaulting several teenage girls he met on.
Okay. This is the kind of content that YouTube doesn't like people to put out, so I wonder how well this video is doing for her. I'll look at it afterwards. This is
Wizz while also pretending to be a teen. In 2024, Florida's Department of Law Enforcement arrested a 20-year-old man for using a computer to solicit a minor, after investigation revealed he was speaking to a 14-year-old girl on Wizz while purporting to be 16. Okay, so not only like 20-something-year-old adults were pretending to be younger, but younger people were pretending to be older. How the f*** is there no age verification on this app?
Yeah.
At Wizz, the safety and well-being of our teen users is our highest priority.
I hate those kind of statements. Bullshit. Bullshit. You just want your dollars.
Oh, that's good to hear. Wizz uses sophisticated AI safety algorithms for age verification. You what? You're relying on AI for the safety of children on your website? No. May I remind you, we are still in the very early stages of AI. It's nowhere near where it has to be to handle important things like...
I can't even walk and talk to AI without swearing at it. I take my dog for a walk 45 minutes to an hour every day. And I talk to AI about my Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I'm building, or I brainstorm with it, or I get it to shop and look for things. And it is constantly wrong, constantly lying, constantly hallucinating, constantly being a yes man, meaning it's just there to keep me going in conversation as long as possible. It doesn't care what it says to me. How the heck would you use that for age verification?
This to handle verifying people's ages on a dating website for minors. What the f?
Really, Wizz is designed to connect kids with strangers. And furthermore, they allow both kids or both teens and adults onto the app.
No.
And
No
they
adults.
claim that they separate the kids from the
No.
adults by robust age verification.
You shouldn't have to separate them. It's a child friendship app. They shouldn't be there. The adults should not be there. No adults. Oh my God, my voice is raising because I'm panicking. I'm getting anxious. Okay, I'm a new dad and I'm worried about everything when it comes to this little boy. He just turned a year. He's a beautiful, beautiful little boy who just bangs into everything because he's a boy and he's playing all the time. And all I can think is like, I want him to go out and play when he gets older safely. I grew up in small town Canada where I went out and played with my friends in the winter. Minus 20 degrees, minus 30 degrees. I didn't sit at home looking at a screen. I'm going to have to police everything. No smartphones till teenage years. If there's a tablet, it's got to have crazy restrictions on it.
Tools.
And I'm a gamer. Like I want my kid to play games with me, but this is...
But I personally have tested those tools, and 3 times, every single time I tested them, I was able to create an account as a 16-year-old, and I was put into a category where I was encouraged to date 15 to 17-year-olds.
Like, tell me why I saw a 20-something-year-old say they were 16 and easily get into Wizz.
Verify your age. To make sure you connect with people your age, we need to verify yours. Age verified. That didn't take...
What?
Or this 20-something-year-old that said they were 15.
Age verification.
15. Look at
Age
the...
verified, fun source now. What is that?
What's at stake here is that adults, particularly adult men, can pose as 15-year-old boys and hook up with teenage girls or teenage boys for that matter. It's as simple as that. Stephen Balcom, founder of the Family Online Safety Institute, told the Post. Stephen Balcom was able to sign up for Wizz as a teen. Oh wow, he must look pretty young.
Oh my God.
Oh no. It's honestly just incredible to me that this idea was pitched to people like Tinder for kids, and nobody in that boardroom immediately got up and punched that guy in the head. This idea should have never been spoken into the world. This is a curse upon our lands. The CEO should be trapped inside of a crystal for 1,000 years.
This is why she was so funny. Oh, okay, I have to digest this. I'm going to have a heart attack. It's that meme where there's like that one guy in the boardroom and he gives out the right answer and no one's listening to him. Who in their right mind? What goes through the creators of this business's head? Like they just know they're going to hell, I guess. They don't care.
So who are the geniuses behind Wizz? Let's take a look.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's just a bunch of...
This look like normal people to me, but except for maybe this guy's eyes. No one strikes me as a pure creep. Sorry, buddy. It's just a bad picture. Or something.
Nerds. I don't know what I
Yeah,
was
just looks
expecting,
like nerds.
honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, so the CEO, Thomas Don... Can I say that? Now, I know what you're thinking, and yes, he is French. It's always the f***ing French behind this shit. Cutie is now this. It's seriously
What cuties? Are French people kind of perverted?
the f***ing French behind this shit. Cutie is
Oh my god. I don't even want to know.
now this. It's seriously time we start asking the French question. Believe it or not, this is not the first time Wizz has been under fire. Last year, Apple actually had to remove it from the App Store because of sextortion controversies. Apple removed the app Tuesday.
Sorry, guys. We're still dealing with the flu. Sextortion. That's where you, like, get someone to give you nudes and then tell them, give me money or I'm putting them
After
everywhere?
the National Center of Sexual Exploitation contacted the company with concerns about the alleged use of Wizz in sextortion scams. Extortion is an increasingly common online crime in which people are enticed to send sexually explicit photos. Once the photos are sent, the receiver of the images threatens to share them online or with family or friends unless the victim
I
sends
cannot
money.
imagine navigating being a teenager today when everything is recorded and online and everybody sends stuff from phone. I don't know. That's awful. Thinking through my head times in the past where I had naughty pictures of exes and they were just like actual pictures, and when I think it was only twice, and both times when those relationships ended, those pictures were destroyed or given to her. And I guess not everyone would do that. Oh my god, this is terrible. And those are long-term relationships. Like you don't ask for someone for naughty pictures before you meet them. I guess people do nowadays. Good God, I'm old.
John Sheehan, Senior Vice President of the Exploited Children Division and International Engagement for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, said his organization has received more than 100 reports from members of the public about minors allegedly extorted on Wizz this year, putting the app behind only Snapchat and Instagram for such reports. So because there was extortion allegedly from Wizz, they had to shut it down. And this is the public statement Wizz came out with.
Hopefully
Are
it's
you
down.
ready for this? Hey there, just wanted to drop in with a quick heads up. Wizz is currently taking a break from the app stores due to a technical
Taking a
hiccup.
break.
We're
Technical
working
hiccup.
super hard to get everything sorted out and back to normal ASAP. Here's the deal. If you uninstall Wizz during this time, you won't be able to re-download it until we're back up and running in the App Store. So we recommend hanging tight. We're really sorry for any inconvenience this may cause. We appreciate your patience and support. Stay tuned for the update, and in the meantime, keep enjoying Wizz. Thanks for being part of our Wizz family. Oopsie poopsie, we still will f*** you wucky.
What the hell?
And when they were allowed back on the App Store, this was their
They
announcement.
were allowed back. Being too good. Oh no, please.
Imagine, if you will, getting banned off the App Store because of controversies surrounding extortion of minors, and then being like, we're back, bitches! The audacity. We're still working on getting back on the store. We miss you guys. Stay strong. I like the hashtag attempt here. Nobody is using that shit. It sounds like a rapper. Free my homie Lil Wizz, he ain't done nothing. Okay, so what exactly is on this app? Well, I am about to show you.
Oh, no.
I will be getting these screen caps from other videos about this
This video might not make it to YouTube. Please.
topic
keep
because
it
there is no
modest.
fucking way I am downloading any of these apps onto my device, okay? I am on
Yep.
way too many lists already. Anyway, here are some examples of some profiles on these friendship apps. Back on here, I guess, 5, 10, 16, don't send, hit me up. I'm a good listener, don't be dry, don't send, lol. I don't send,
What is-
friendly 304, older girls are on top. 15, look at the little Roblox icon.
Okay, I think 304 means slutty. I'm old. Bear with me. God, people are talking like this at this age. Roblox, oh, that's another. Oy, that's another one.
I don't send, so don't try. I don't send, don't ask. So if you are not aware what these people mean when they say don't send, they are saying they do not send private photos. May I remind you that this is an app marketed towards minors, and these minors feel the need to put in their profiles that they do not send nudes to strangers.
Oh, boy.
That is how
So-
prevalent that is on this app.
they're
They
being
feel like
asked
they have
all
to
the
go
time.
out of their way to say they don't do it. This one literally has to say, I don't send, stop asking. Bro, what the Trades 17. I'll send 14. Wow, those are some interesting names they have there in Australia. How exotic. My shit big, by the way. 16 years old. No Bill Cosby shit, but if bitch is sleeping on me, then I'm a fuck 'em.
Oh, no.
What? Hit me up if you are a girl.
Oh, how hard is it to raise a nice, well-rounded, decent child these days?
That plays variety games, listens to music, and has a decent amount of beauty, so I can actually appreciate you. I don't date gays or blacks. Teen mom, if you have a prob, keep swiping. 14. I like it in the back door. Violet, 15. Pull up for and smoking. Bring me a nick, though. DM to rate eggplant. Oh man, I sure love friendship apps. My
Jesus.
favorite activity to do with the homies, with the bros, rating each other's dicks. Friendship. I don't send. You should obsess over me. 15.
These are not well-rounded people. They can't be the average. Please don't be the average teenager. I don't think I could look at a teenager the same. Not that I'm looking at teenagers. Stop. Oh my God. Thankfully, I'm just old and I don't have to navigate this. What am I going to do when my kid's a teenager? I'll set him up to hate all of this stuff immediately.
It's wrong. If you're a sub and a masochist, text me now. Be my yandere. Be my psychopath. Someone please come collect your daughter. Oh my God. 6'3", football. Text me with Wizz. I have a whimper audio, so ask to see. Holy shit, someone please come collect your son. Where are the freaks at? 15 years old asking where the freaks are at. Sir, I do not doubt at all. Several freaks are viewing your profile. Rate me 1 out of 10. Middle school, about to be 13.
Oh God.
They have their age set to 17, but they're actually 13, so... Again, great job. The state-of-the-art AI technology at work here. ChatGPT says I'm 24 years old.
Oh, no makeup. How old would you guess the person in this picture is? An exact age? She was like 30-something.
Without makeup. My 34-year-old haggard ass. I'm sorry if I do not trust fucking clankers to handle something like
This
this.
is so much
Let's take
slang
a
that I don't understand. I don't know what a clanker is.
look at what actual teenagers are saying about this app, shall we?
please.
Is Wizz safe? No, I got sent CP on it.
Oh,
Bruh,
God.
I got asked, do you trade so many times? Most people on there are horny for real. Got way too many PP pics from people.
PP pics.
No, literally at this point, Wizz has become a child-friendly Tinder. The things I saw were horrifying. 15-year-olds
Those words should not go together. Child-friendly Tinder. That is disgusting.
posting videos of themselves twerking, 14-year-olds calling themselves bottoms, 13-year-olds putting shit in their bios.
It is really hard to watch this video all the way through. Not because of Shu. Her content's amazing, but because what she's covering.
Send if you send. My sister is using a dating app for teens called Wizz, and honestly I find it really unhealthy. She spends a lot of time talking to guys she barely knows. The worst part is my mom does nothing about it. I've been punished for way less, but my sister never gets any real consequences. I'm just trying to protect her, but she thinks I'm against her, and I'm really scared that one day this could end badly. W, older brother, please protect your sister.
Yeah.
She may hate you in the moment, but she will thank you in the future. Oh my god, and the fact that his mom doesn't care. This is giving me like actual anxiety. Here's my catch. If you're a guy, it's hard. Watch ads to get 5 coins, and once you reach 250, start the boost to get more requests. Oh, it's one of those watch ads to get coins sort of apps, of
So they get
course.
money.
So what are the ads these 13 to 17 year
Oh
olds?
no. Oh no. So we all know that our phones listen to us, and I play a montage of the popular songs from K-pop Demon Hunters for my son all the time because it calms him down. He loves it. And other things too. He likes the action sequences of things like Kung Fu Panda, The Good Dinosaur, just stuff a little boy can laugh at when someone's falling down, that type of animation. but he really likes the songs from K-pop Demon Hunter. And after watching the movie and playing that montage 3 or 4 times, I get Chinese AI girlfriend ads, and it's the K-pop Demon Hunter girls with huge boobs jumping up and down. And the first time I saw that, I was like, what? How is this legal? What the actual F am I looking at? And ugh. So I can only imagine what these ads are going to be like.
Being forced to watch in order to get coins or whatever the Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what type of ads are on these friendship apps. Safe chat room. Enjoy private chats with gorgeous online.
Oh,
Gets our horny. 1v1 video chat. Please tame me. I wanna.
Ew.
AI generate. Not safe for work. Dirty call and fast. Free video chat with naughty hot girl. Now I know every single social media has an issue with this. Every single one, from Instagram to Twitter, there's always an issue of predators preying on minors on social media. But these apps in particular are created with weird intentions from the get-go. Like, why does a 13-year-old kid need an app like this, where they swipe on photos of people and like plan to meet them in person? They just don't need an app like this.
Find friends the old-fashioned way, in your neighborhood, out playing, at school.
Bad that potentially comes with it completely outweighs like any of the good that can come from an app like this. I remember when like don't talk to strangers online was like the big thing. That was like the main internet rule. That and don't believe everything you see on the internet, which is funny now coming from the boomer generation that thinks like this is real on Facebook.
Oh, AI stuff. Oh god, we're getting so much stupid AI
Meanwhile,
stuff.
nowadays
we get asked, is this real, all the time by the old people in my Facebook group.
Apps like this are literally marketing themselves to minors like meet strangers on the internet. As a teenager, it is like the optimal time to like meet friends in real life. Like that is when it is the easiest, because
I was a badminton player as a kid, and so in intramurals I met my best friend in high school, who was very, very different than me. Guy was like 6 foot something, Australian, good looking, and I was awkward. And but he played badminton, he loved badminton, and I played badminton and I love badminton, and I think I beat him. And we met, we hung out, and I found out that he was big into like D&D and stuff like that, and the guy was really charismatic, so he dungeon mastered a couple games for us of Rifts, I believe, by Palladium. And I still talk to him. I'm 47 years old. I met him when I was a teenager, and we're good friends. Like, you meet naturally. And I really hope my son doesn't miss out on that. That's really depressing.
It's really hard to meet friends as an adult. It gets hard as fuck to meet friends as an adult. Like, everyone's already established, everyone already has their friends, and like if you try to make friends with someone, you feel like a fucking like weirdo freak. Like when I moved to the city,
you can't just, I mean, unless you're really extroverted and you're good at making people laugh, and I'm kind of okay at that, then making people, you know, like laugh and saying hi to them out in the grocery store, the bookstore, whatever is weird. I mean, I don't do it for females. I don't try to meet female friends out there because I'm married, so I don't need female friends. But I noticed just the other day, I was walking down my back alley bringing the dog home, and I was like to the front, and a guy was parked in front of my house that's never parked there, and he was doing construction work on the house a couple doors down, and I said, hey, are you working on blah? And he's like, yeah, I am. Like, oh, I took a look. I'm like, that's a really good job, thanks. And he came back, and I was still out there because I was breaking ice because I'm in Canada off of my walkway. He's like, you still out here? I'm like, yeah, I'm still out here. And we started chatting. Like, just say hello to people. Yeah.
I tried Bumble BFF. I think I've told the story before. Sorry if I told the story before in a video. There not much happens in my life, so if I repeat stories, I'm sorry. I tried Bumble BFF, and the only person I matched with was a furry. Anyway, my point is, I don't think 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, whatever, they shouldn't be meeting strangers off the internet. Like, at the very least, what these apps are doing are normalizing hookup culture.
Yeah.
Basically grooming them into hookup culture, one of the most toxic aspects of modern society, in my opinion. But these companies do not care. These companies don't care because at the end of the day, they are making a profit. It's not surprising at all that a lot of these apps showed up during COVID, during lockdowns, when many teenagers and kids were really lonely. Like I said before, the app is apparently full of ads, freaky ass ads. And you can buy like all this extra stuff on the app. There's like in-app purchases. There's like the fucking burger bundle, whatever the hell that is. I like how this is so blatantly like a French person's idea.
And of course, there's some kind of like fake currency you gotta buy first.
Like, this is like a French person's idea of like marketing to the United States. Bonjour.
Are the French perverted? Am I learning something here? Wizz CEO. Nice stash.
Americans, would you like the burger bundle? So you can have a 13-year-old girl on your, how you say, wee.
Oh god.
One of the biggest issues, though, besides the predators or the normalization of hookup apps, is the fact that this app is mainly used by minors to trade photos with other minors. A lot of people, a lot of teenagers especially, don't know that even though you're also a minor, you are still technically creating and distributing CP. If those pictures somehow get out, if she breaks up with you and posts them, you could both get in trouble. You could go to jail. You could be labeled a sex offender. Yes, you as a minor could be labeled a sex offender because you sent pictures to another minor.
Why would this topic ever come up in my brain? Yeah, that's gross. I mean, that alone, that's a warning that should pop up on the app. Like, she shouldn't even be sending pictures. Like, that's just gross. There's got to be some way. They know. The people that create this app, they know when the image is explicit or not. They've got to know. Oh, and then just think of the people that work there that peruse this stuff, like moderators. Oh, God, what kind of person?
And that's what like 90% of this app is. Minors getting each other's links and trading and whatever the like, how do the creators of this app not see that? How do they do see it. They don't care because a burger bundle. So what can we do about this?
Really.
One particular promising solution pending before Congress is the Kids Online Safety Act, a bipartisan bill that establishes a duty of care for online platforms likely to be accessed by children. Listen, of course I think government regulation is absolutely necessary to keep corpos in check. If not, they would just do a bunch of immoral, evil shit for money. However, I do not trust the government to handle anything regarding free speech and the internet. Listen, in a perfect world, the government would step in and make the internet a safe...
Canada's getting close to becoming like Britain, where you say the wrong thing in social media and you have a cop at your door arresting you. I still can't believe that happens over there. Having an argument on social media, get arrested.
For place for children, but we do not live in a perfect world. We live in hell world. And in hell world, anything the government gets its grubby little hands on turns to shit. It will go from, we're just protecting kids, to, we're just protecting adults from bad opinions. It will go from, sorry little Timmy, you can't watch fat booty Latinas in Space 12, to, sorry grown-ass man, you can't post that opinion about Israel. But I don't know, you need a government ID to buy alcohol or weed online. Why shouldn't you also need a government ID to watch porn or access apps like this? I don't really know. I kind of like go back and forth on my opinion of stuff like this. I don't really have a fleshed out opinion of this yet. My husband has not given me my opinion of this yet. All I know is it is ultimately the parent's job to monitor what their kids are doing online. But in my opinion, something like this shouldn't even exist in the first place. Like, imagine, yeah, we created meth for kids. You as a parent, you know, you keep your kids away, but, you know, the meth for kids is here. You know, if they want it, if they want to buy it. Like, no. Also, like, the parents are giving their kids iPads right out of the womb, dude. These little...
One of my closest friends' kid has an iPad, and she's had one since she was really little, and he even admitted to me that he thinks, like, the best first gift you can get your kid is an iPad, because you can put it in front of your kid and keep them busy. And I do watch cartoons with my child, but he watches it with me next to him. He's one. When he gets to the point where he can scroll and choose stuff on his own, he's got to do it in front of me. If I get him an iPad, it's going to have to be parental locked. Not a smartphone, but a dumb phone or whatever they call it.
The can't read. Australia is actually enforcing the first social media ban for kids under 16. Yep. These are the platforms being banned in Australia: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X, YouTube, Reddit, Threads, Kick, Twitch. And these are the ones that are still allowed: Steam, WhatsApp, Messenger, YouTube Kids, Pinterest, GitHub, Google Classroom, Lego Play, Roblox, and Discord. I'm sorry, stop. You want to protect children, and you didn't ban Discord? Also, wow, I almost forgot. Roblox is also trying to become a dating website. Roblox, the game mostly used by children. I feel like kids are in such a rush to be adults.
Yeah.
Today more than ever. I think because like social media and influencers. Oh my god, apparently the most popular jobs for children that they want to be when they grow up are like streamer and like YouTuber. We're so cooked, dude. I swear to god, if my kids come up to me and they're like, I want to be a YouTuber like mommy. Nightmare. No, you're going to college. You're getting a degree. You're not going to be an e-girl. You're not going to be a streamer. You're not going to be the next Asmongold. You're going to be normal. I've said this before, but like my kids are not even going to know the internet exists. I'm going to raise them as if it is 1875. And God forbid like a phone rings in our house. What is that strange bird I hear? Personally, I had unrestricted access to the internet when I was growing up and I turned out fine.
Oh my god.
So that was that video. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I read every single comment. I'm serious. I see all the shit you freaks write down there. If you like this video, give it a little like. Oh, I hate this part of being a YouTuber. Subscribe and give it 5 stars. Donate to my Patreon if you can, link down below, or you can give a little tip with the little tip jar. Also, again, don't forget to check out today's sponsor, Ground News, link also down below. And I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. I will see you guys next year.
Hey, someone who's not afraid to say Merry Christmas. Oh my god, that was just... Ooh. There's not a lot to be said that I didn't already say during this video, but it's up to the parents to raise your kids. It's police your kids, to watch what they're doing. You can't just hand them a smart device, unrestricted access to the internet, and hope everything turns out okay. I had it, and I think the first thing I mean, we had dial-up when I was a kid, and I went on text muds to play text-based RPGs, and a girl tried to catfish me. She's like, do you want to come drink with me? And then like halfway through meeting this girl, her boyfriend started screaming at me saying he would beat the crap out of me. Turns out he was mid-20s, and I was like young, like early teens. I was just excited that a girl would meet with me, and I was trying to find ways to get alcohol so I could drink with her. Like, come on. Look what unrestricted access does to children. I don't know. What's your opinion? You let me know. That was awful, terrifying, disgusting, entertaining, and awful. I'll catch you guys in the next one. What the actual